Magandang buhay mga bata! I am Teacher Mary Carnicdao. Today, we are starting a new lesson where we are going to learn the basics on a special kind of math, which is geometry. We will be talking about the basic elements of geometry, which includes the point, line, line segment, and ray. Geometry is the study of properties and relations of points, lines, surfaces, and solids. Let's start with the first element, which is the point. A dot represents a point. We can have more points on a line. We can name a point using a capital letter. For example, point M. What are the other names of the points we have? Very good. We have point A, point T, and point H. Let's now move to the other element. What have you noticed with point M to point H? Very good. There are two arrowheads at both ends. This figure with two arrowheads represents a line. A line can extend indefinitely in both directions. We name this line as line MH, or we can use this symbol in naming a line. How will you describe the figure of points A and M? Very good. It has a point and an arrowhead. This figure is called a ray. A ray has an endpoint and an arrowhead which extends indefinitely to one direction. We name this ray as ray AM, or we can use this symbol in naming a ray. Going back to our figure, what is the other ray that we have? Very good. It's ray TH. This time, what can you say about points A and T? Good. It has two endpoints. We call this figure as line segment. Line segments has two endpoints. It can never extend indefinitely to any direction. We name this line segment as line segment AT, or we can use this symbol in naming a line segment. Remember that the elements of geometry includes the point, line, ray, and line segment. This time, let's try to practice what you've learned. Let's use this figure to answer the given questions. What are the points on the figure? Very good. These are points P, S, Q, point O, and point B. What are the lines on the figure? Very good. They are line BS and line PQ. What about the rays on our figure? Very good. We have ray OS, ray OQ, ray OB, and ray OP. What are the line segments that can be found on the figure? Very good. We have line segment BO, line segment OP, line segment OS, and line segment OQ. Since we already know what line is, let's now study the pairs of lines on a plane. This includes perpendicular, parallel, and intersecting lines. I want you to look at the fence. What can you say about the fence? What are the lines that you see? The fence includes vertical and horizontal lines. This is how we represent a fence in a figure. Lines A and B are horizontal lines. Lines C and D are vertical lines. When the vertical and horizontal lines meet, a square corner is formed. These lines represents perpendicular lines. What can you say about these lines? Do they form square corners? These lines are not perpendicular lines because they do not form square corners. They are called intersecting lines. These lines meet at a common point. Now look at the figures. We have lines CD and we have lines A and B. What can you say about these lines? If we extend the horizontal lines or the vertical lines, they do not meet at a certain point. These lines represent parallel lines. Parallel lines are lines that will never meet. Remember that perpendicular lines are lines that intersect and form a square corner. Intersecting lines are lines that meet or intersect but do not form a square corner. And the parallel lines are lines that do not meet. Let's try this activity. I have here a house that has many lines. Each line has its name. Let's identify the type of pairs of line the figure shows. Line N and line U. Very good. It shows intersecting lines. If we extend line N and line U, they will meet at a certain point. How about line B and line S? Very good. They are parallel lines. Even if we extend line B and line S, they will never meet. How about line M and line R? Very good. Since they form a square corner, they are perpendicular lines. How about line R and line B? Very good. They shows parallel lines. Lastly, we have line S and line E. Since they form a square corner, these lines are perpendicular lines. I hope you learned something from our discussion. Thank you for watching.